Hello and welcome, friends. Today I just got home from work and I'm rushing out here to give you guys an update on what we've been up to on the farm the last few weeks. Today is March 15th, so happy Pi Day yesterday to all you math lovers out there, and for everybody else, happy March 15th today. So if we've never met before, my name's Allison and this is my family's Puget Sound garden life. So we've been up to a lot of different random projects on the farm trying to get prepped and ready for the growing season. So what I'm going to update you on today are how the new baby goats are doing. I'm going to show you some footage from our most recent births, and I'm going to update you on some projects we've been working on. Let's get started. We're going to start first with letting Elsa and her babies out of their barn stall. Now she has been locked in, whoa, that was a chicken dust bath pothole. So Elsa has been confined to the nursing stall because she has not been a good mother. And if we were not to confine her, she would totally leave her babies in the dust and they wouldn't get to nurse much. We definitely have been having to spend a lot of time ensuring that her babies have been getting nursed and getting enough bottles. I'm going to put Elsa up here on this milking stand and have her nurse her babies from there so that I can make sure they're fed before I let them out on the pasture. No, let's go around this way. Come on. Come on. Hey, up here. Come on. Now she's stubborn and she doesn't get her back end up. So I really got to work her to get her in there. Actually, the babies can nurse from her position here. And we do have a successful latch going on with both babies. The little girl is on the left and the little boy is on the right. And Elsa's happy since she has some grain to eat. Yeah, aren't you, girl? Are you a happy girl? For about 2 minutes. I'm curious to know if any goat owners out there have tried using those slow feed dog bowls that have the almost little fingers or whatever in the bottom of them. I thought that would be a good tool for lengthening the time it takes for her to eat and increasing the amount of time that she'll tolerate them nursing. She is licking the bowl so she gets every last morsel. And that is a-okay with me because it's giving those babies more time. What are you doing? Girl, you're crazy. The little girl will take a bottle, so we give her at least 2 bottles a day at this point in time, and she is actually 3 weeks old. The boy just does not enjoy taking bottles. See, she's trying to eat me. She wishes I had a bottle. So I'm going to give him a little bit of priority on her nursing because I know she will get some more later. Okay. Y'all didn't get poop on me, did you? I didn't even change after work. Oh, you're working both teats. Oh, she still has milk in there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Just try to get some, okay? If your mama's not gonna dance off the... Oh, careful, Elsa. I don't have your bottle right now, honey. All right, at this point in time, I'm a little worried she's getting a little dancy with her feet. She just had her foot on his eye. This boy has had something wrong with his eye since he was born. I don't know if it was an injury that occurred when he was born. I wasn't there when he was born. But it has opened now, so that's good. Well, I gotta get these taken care of. Okay, you're down. Why don't you let them nurse more, huh? Okay, baby girl, let's get you out of the way first. No, let me get hurt. Okay. I don't want you jumping down. Okay, come on. Hot. Go ahead. Wait. Okay, let's go catch up with the goats, and I'm going to show you our next update here on the farm. And I think we should let Cinnamon come because she didn't really mean to get in there. Okay, but you gotta go right to the other stall. Come on, girl. What? Come on. Good girl. No, not between the legs. Nope. I don't have my farm pants on to deal with this. Come on. Girl. She's not making this easy on us. I also have a full-size tripod. Come on. Ugh. Oh goodness, she's a strong one. Good thing they have horns. All right, I am only slightly winded after tugging that goat into the proper stall. But behind me is a very big and exciting update here on the farm. So this white fence right here is what I'm talking about. So let's talk about, first I'm going to talk about what area we've fenced in, and then I'm going to talk about what type of fence that is. So this, sorry, can't go any wider. This whole space here that is bordered by an old wood fence that we unearthed with the forestry mulcher when we first moved. Actually, it was tractor and forestry mulcher that helped clear this. So that fence is the border of our garden plot number 2 and orchard. So in here, we're going to be making new garden plots for this summer, and just behind them are a few rows that are going to be our orchard rows. So we had it fenced off on and on, off and on, with having the goats in here and not last summer. But over the winter, they've had access to all this area. I had planted some fruit trees last fall, but didn't really have a plan to protect them, and the goats got to them. Even though they didn't have any foliage, they were still chewing on the branches and the main stems, and the elk too. So we have put a perimeter fence, well, okay, I shouldn't even say perimeter. We've put a fence around this area that we are designating as garden and orchard space and keeping animals out. So I'm really excited because now I can plant our fruit trees. I have about 5 right now, and this weekend I'm going to be making a drive to a local nursery that's kind of in the southern half of the state, so it's not super local actually, but it's in our state. So anyway, That way I can finally get this nursery planted and we can start getting this ground further prepped, more so than what these chickens are doing. So we got the chickens moved out of the barn, which is their winter housing, barn and their outdoor chicken run small pasture, into our chickshaw, and they are surrounded by an electric net fence, which is not keeping them all in very well. We need to trim some wings. So they're prepping the ground for the garden space. We're fenced in. Let's take a look at the fence that Bill and I just made. All right, I'm gonna admit there are two things about gardening and farming that, oh, the kids just got home. So there's two things about gardening and farming that intimidate me a little bit, and that is irrigation and fencing. So we purchased this fencing equipment quite some time ago, and in our heads had built up this plan of how it was gonna get set up, but there was a lot of steps to prep things before that, and I'm just intimidated, particularly by electric fencing. The portable electric net fences and the solar chargers, to me, that is super easy. It doesn't, hi, Kellen.
Hi, Mom, I'm home.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Hey, dude.
Oh.
What'd you do at school today?
I forgot.
Okay. What are you going to do at school tomorrow?
Make leprechaun traps.
Yeah, don't get so close.
Yay.
They can't see your whole face. And do you have any further ideas for your trap?
I have two.
Uh-huh.
Like, they'll go in a part. Like, I have a bunch of other ideas, but I hadn't wrote them down.
Okay.
Like, one idea is, like, a little, like, leprechaun field with, like, shamrocks,
Ooh.
and then it has a little, and then there's gonna be a bucket with glitter in it and honey, and that leprechaun would go in it and say, "Oh, look, gold water! Let's jump in, yate!"
Gold water, I like it. So do we need to send
I
you
know,
to
good
school with some
stuff.
honey tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure Miss Guilfoyle is going to love that. Ooh, I just
And-
got buzzed in the butt by our new fence. Okay, back to our fencing project. Electric fencing intimidated me. The portable net fence, the solar energizer, I'm totally golden with those. They don't bother me at all. Okay? So our next upgrade was to move into an energizer that plugs into the house and makes it's really hard to see right here, but there are 5 strands of fence right here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So this allows us to, for the cost of this style of fence is much more affordable than the net fencing, and we can afford to fence in a larger space. So I'm gonna just show you the different parts that we've used. This is not meant to be a how to set up an electric fence video. This is how the suburban lady figured out how to use this equipment and made her fence with her husband video, because that's more our style. All right, here we go. So this piece we are looking at here is the fence energizer. This is plugged in with your standard, whatever plug you call that, that you have in your house and outside your house. And from there, we've got 2 things coming out. This green is the ground, and so this is an insulated wire that is running to, and I apologize, the lighting is going to be a little tough changing to the sun here. So that ground wire is coming around here and is attached to this ground rod, and by that ground rod clamp. So that's going to be what enables us to complete our circuit of electricity through this fence, the animal, the ground, and to the energizer. Coming out of the energizer is the electrified fence wire, which is actually a poly braid. So it's a mix of plastic filaments and metal filaments, and it not all of the filaments in this twine conduct electricity, but some of them do, because some are plastic, some are metal. So then they attach with these little insulators and then run down the entire fence line using these plastic step-in posts. So kind of the same idea with a portable net fence. You're kind of working with very similar materials, which made it like an easier transition instead of getting into wire. Hey, baby. What'd you learn? Did you learn anything? Maybe not. So these strands wrap all the way around and over there behind that fence. All right, we are now back to, or not back to, but we are at the end where we have these insulators attached to this 4x4 post, and the lines just switch back and forth to the bottom there. And over there obviously is the barn and where the other end of the fence is. Now I'm really excited to have the animals fenced out of this area, and one of those big reasons is that here, this has got to be the lowest point on our property. There might be a point lower in that corner over there, but we get a lot of water here. Well, we get this much. This is a big, for our rains this winter, this is a large rain event. It just happened like 2 days ago. Last winter, it would be more common to have more, and we would have this more frequently. So this whole area is pretty wet, and I'd like to someday plant some more water-loving shrubs and trees to really make this a special place, and to work with what the type of things that want to grow in this type of soil like to grow here. That was not very well said. Anyways, I want to make it look nice. End of story. And be healthy. All right, I was planning on updating you guys on quite a few things today. I was going to talk about the baby goats and our new fence. And then there was 2 other things I wanted to talk about, which are the high tunnel, and I want to show you how the plants in the nursery are doing. But it's already been quite a bit of a video, and I think I'm just going to save the high tunnel and how all my seedlings are doing for my next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this little tour on this gorgeous afternoon we're having. I appreciate that you are going to give me grace with me learning about electric fences and not knowing all the proper names. I think that while it's also very important that we have experienced people teaching us things, it's also good to share what it looks like to be a learner. And so I'm sharing with you what it's like for me in learning how to use this electric fencing, at least this type. So thank you for that, and I hope you enjoyed seeing our goats, and we look forward to hanging out with you soon. Bye.